Seedless. Just the other day, I was in the grocery store and I was looking for a watermelon. And I usually do not buy anything unless it has seeds in it. Because I believe that the blueprint for life on this earth comes from the ground, from trees, from seeded fruits, vegetables, so forth. So I started asking me a question, talking to myself and saying, why all of a sudden we don't have a choice between seedless and seeded fruits and vegetables as we once had? And why are we supposed to be so fascinated over somebody making food in a laboratory? Not coming out of the ground. For all you Christians that believe in God, supposedly created this earth for us, right? So why in the world, if he created the earth and he put food on the earth for us and everything else, why would we deviate from that? Because the only one that can prosper from seedless food, as far as I'm concerned, are the people that's already rich. At one time, we weren't buying water. We weren't confined to small cubicles and small pieces of land. They weren't divided up between the rich. Okay, the poor never really owned anything. And so it's just like when we go to the forest and we take away the trees and everything else, because you see, they replenish themselves by seeds also, acorns and have you. Now, I ask myself, why is nobody talking about that? I mean, we must know that, right? I mean, because, see, most health advocates argue that seeds contain valuable nutrients such as healthy fats, protein, fibers, minerals like magnesium, zinc, and so forth. It's not that seedless fruit don't have any good qualities, but how do you want to live? You want a human being to feed you, or do you want the Creator to feed you? Another thing is, people don't like to really look at some of the wording, but if the Creator made you a creator, made us a creator, man and woman, and the way we create other and our children is because a man has a seed, which is implanted in a woman, okay? And she gives birth to another human being. So, for a long time, always undercover, certain categories of people, they tried to make seedless. You see? But nobody talks about that. Just like they don't talk about the things they act like they have no choice in, like a choice in food. Because we don't cook anymore, it makes it easy for people to put something in front of us, okay, and we buy it because of convenience. Now I ask you, if you saw somebody trying to poison your child or poison you, what would you do? But just because you don't see it, you don't acknowledge that it happens. And we know once we start looking in the mirror and start looking around us that the tables have turned. They've never really looked out for the citizens. It's always been a corporate situation. And corporate means you have people that have money and people that work for that money. okay? And so this whole system is set up on a corporate, I would say, platform. But we do not have to abide by things that we know are wrong, but if you acquiesce to those things, if you commit yourself to those things and you trust people with your children, then you get what you get. Just because a man has all black and one of those little white things on and says he's a Christian, don't mean I'm going to put my child in his care. Neither a teacher or anybody else, unless I decide that they are deserving of my children's actual attention and to be able to teach them. But I don't have to worry about that right now. But you do, because a lot of you are actually, instead of getting your children getting seeds, see, seeds come in all types. See, a seed could be planted in your brain. You see, seeds are words sometimes. And seedless is like you being a robot. You see, we're human beings, but they're creating robots. We have food, but they're creating, to me, robotic food, seedless food. The more forests that you take away, the more land that you acquire, the more the people suffer. But we don't worry about other people suffering if we have, because we can't see that far. They have made us blind, okay? We need to start planting seeds again, seeds of truth, seeds of nutrition, financial seeds of community, love. Stand against those things that are not working in our favor. When you hear about the Senate and House of Representatives, you know, Democrats and Republicans, to me, you're all the same. Because the Democrats that we're supposed to believe in and we vote for, because they're supposed to be not for the rich. It's supposed to be for the citizens, you know. They are nothing but money-grubbing, soulless representatives of the citizens. At least the Republicans tell you they may lie, because we know right now nobody knew about Project 2025, and the executive branch could quote to us that, hey, we don't know anything about that. But every article in there, 25 items, are almost have been ratified or put into place. So the last thing I want to say is, what kind of seeds are we planting as human beings? Because, see, I see a lot of robots. And anytime somebody wants to be human, they want to plant them in the ground. Now, I ask you, if you don't do it for yourself, do it for your children. Return to the old ways. Cook your own food. And I mean food. You don't need nobody to create food for you. You can grow your own food. You can do like your ancestors did. Stop making other people wealthy and make your own community wealthy. Make your own human beings wealthy. Because what I see a lot of times are not human beings. I see people taking advantage of other people. And sometimes I believe they like it. Some people like to be mistreated.